As you know, the priority theme for this Commission for Social Development and the SDG number 1 are especially important to ensure the right to a safe childhood. Let me start by thanking the permanent representative of the State of Qatar to the United Nations for co-organizing this event with us, and all the staff of the mission. Some of them have really worked hard in the preparation of this briefing, as well as our delegates here for all their invaluable work in the preparation. I would also like to mention here the group of volunteers of the Work Youth Alliance for their help.
It is with great pleasure I welcome you today at this side event addressing an important aspect of development, which is promoting child inclusion through quality education for all. I would like to express my gratitude to our partner, the International Federation for Family Development, for their dedication to the various issues related to family enrichment and for their cooperation in organizing this event. Children from a background of poverty are usually disadvantaged in their upbringing. It's also proven by many social studies that poverty has a very negative impact on the well-being of children and young people. The family, being the natural and fundamental unit of society, usually bears the heavy burdens of poverty and suffers from its consequences on the well-being of its members. Poverty undermines the family's capability to take its natural responsibility of nurturing, educating, and protecting its members, including children.
Child poverty is a global issue, and not just one for the developing world. In a review of child well-being across 35 industrialized countries, UNICEF found that approximately 30 million children, 1 child out of every 8 across the OECD, are growing up poor. Despite this, child poverty has been largely absent from the post-2015 development debate, and there is an alarming consistency to the global problem. Poverty rates are usually highest among children, no matter which region or poverty measure is used.
I'm happy to share with you our interventions that we are doing here in Egypt as regards the population and the childhood and motherhood with the family nested in between. Our plan, our national plan, is layered into 6 layers to reach the population, and at the very end to induce a real change in the knowledge, attitude, and the behaviors of the public, and of course with expected and measured outcomes at the very end.
So on the average, 1 in every 4 children are at risk of poverty or social exclusion in the EU. This means around 25 million children, according to the Eurostat figure that you see here, and it is from 2015. The social consequences of austerity measures across Europe have had a proportionally more negative impact on the most vulnerable groups in society, resulting in growing forms of child poverty and social exclusion. Say that the European Union has goals in terms of social welfare that also includes eradication of poverty, including child poverty. These are key policy components of the so-called Europe 2020 agenda, of which I am sure many of you have already heard of. The ambitious target is to reduce the number of people at risk of poverty and social exclusion by 20 million until 2020. This is the theory, and by 2017, so nowadays, let's see what the reality is. The reality is that poverty or social exclusion in the EU has increased rather than decreased since 2010, when the 2020 goals were set. Poverty for many Europeans is an everyday threat, or even worse, it is a vicious circle that they cannot break.
Thanks to IFFD, we have been already working and sharing projects with the United Nations at international level in the field of family policies, especially on the framework of the International Year, and this collaboration offers a huge potential. Family is at home. This is a slogan that my region is using to define, promote, and disseminate a consistent number of projects directed to family policies. The common future of these initiatives is to build a family-friendly culture and society bringing together all actors, public and private, profit and non-for-profit, to collaborate actively in the search of new tailor-made solutions empowering families and adapted to their changing needs.
International Board of the International Federation for Family Development has decided that Ms. Butts should be granted one of the 2017 IFFD Awards for her outstanding work at Generations United as the catalyst for policies and practices stimulating cooperation and collaboration among generations, evoking the vibrancy, energy, and sheer productivity that result when people of all ages come together.
I'm humbled to accept this as an affirmation of the work that we've done, but most importantly as an inspiration for all the work we still have to do together, if indeed we're to leave no one behind. Thank you.
I would also like to express our deepest appreciation to the International Federation for Family Development, IFFD, for presenting the Family Award to the board. Thank you for the recognition of the role and achievements of the National Population and Family Development Board in assuring the well-being of Malaysian families.
We have to invest in them, our future generation. Our policies have to have children as the focal point in our economic, social, and educational policies. Last Monday, I said that just investing in children is not enough to eradicate poverty trap and benefit traps in our future generations. Politicians have to focus on the family as a whole, focusing on vulnerable families to incentivize them to get in work while creating the right opportunities for employment. I had also spoken of making work pay. This is the subject I have chosen for the informal EBSCO meeting in Malta in the first week of April as part of our presidency of the European Council. We have to make it attractive to be in employment. That the difference between being in employment and just on benefits needs to be widened, thus eliminating the working poor. This can best be achieved through positive incentives for people who return or who are in work on low income. That's why my government is revisiting the minimum wage while improving on substantial in-work benefits per child for low-income workers and tapering of benefits to those who are on benefits and find employment. All this, coupled with family-friendly measures such as free childcare, free breakfast club, free education, 3 to 16 classes after school, and free healthcare.